Roll number 139. Are you present?
Present, sir. Present, sir.
140. Ankit Prasad.
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Probal Sen 141.
Yes, sir.
142. Pronoy Sarkar. 143.
Present, sir.
144. Shivam Mondol.
Present, sir.
145. Swastik Acharya.
Present, sir.
146. Shreyoshi De.
Present, sir.
147. Amon Kumar Singh.
Present, sir.
148. Shantanu. 149. Shreyas Tripathi.
Present, sir. Present, sir.
150. Suchandrima Das. 151. Oishik Bishwas. 152. Devmallo. 153. Ritom Shao.
Present, sir.
154. Ranojit Das.
Yes, sir.
155. Krishna, you are present, I think. I have marked it present. Okay. 157. Vishal.
Present, sir.
158. Anurag Chakraborty. 159. Deep.
Present, sir.
Hello.
160. Suman. 161. Shobhik Pramanik.
160.
Shobhik Pramanik.
160 Suman present.
Yes.
Sir, Shobhik Pramanik.
Yes. 162. Ramich Ahmed Sardar. Oishik Bishwas.
So present, sir. 151.
Okay.
Sir, 160 Suman Acharya, did you mark him present?
Yes.
Sir, Prono Sarkar 142.
Okay. Pranay Sarkar.
Sir, Devmallo is also present.
Probal Sen. Yes, I have marked you present.
Sir, have you marked me present?
Devmallo? Yes. Okay.
Excuse
Now,
me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, it would be better if you just go through the list of absentees. It would give a idea of whether you have marked me present or not, or anyone for that
Ankit.
matter.
Ankit Prasad. Yes, I have marked
Yes,
you
sir.
present.
Sir,
Okay.
Sir, after taking the roll call, if you could just call out the names who are absent, it would be helpful.
Yes, later on also I will take the attendance. Okay. At that time I will cross verify it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, have you practiced?
Yes, sir.
Is there any difficulty to understand? Two commands we discussed. One is a line command, one is a circle command. So have you practiced these two commands?
Sir, line command, sir.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
লাইন কমান্ডে আপনি বলেছিলেন স্যার ওই ডেসক্রিপশন থাকবে, কিন্তু 2007 এ কি এটা মানে নেই নাকি?
No, there should be. There should be. So later on you may share your screen. At that time I can show how to get the information about the command.
Not audible, sir.
Can you hear me or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now tell me, is there any difficulty to understand these two commands?
No, sir.
Okay. Can I proceed with other commands?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now this is my window. Okay. Now here, if I want to takes a line command. So I am starting the point from here, and I want to make one line with an angle, say. Now here you see automatically in my version, since I am using the default settings of this AutoCAD, I can see the angle is also written and the length is also written. Okay. Now, basically, when you are trying to draw one line, we should have some information. What type of information? Suppose this is my point 1. Now, from point 1, if I know the coordinate x, y, z is basically 0 here. From here, I can draw one, say, horizontal line. I will get point 2, say. From this point 2, I try to draw another line with, say, one angle of, say, 40 degree. And length here, length of the line, say, 100 millimeter. Clear? Now here, I do not want to put the coordinate. Already, when I am specifying this thing, say this is 100 millimeter. After making 100 millimeter line, line 1, from the end point of first line, I want to draw another line with an angle of 40 degree and with a length of 100. So this is basically, we call it polar coordinate r, theta. So how to incorporate this type of information in AutoCAD? That is one. Number two, it may be required to start one line from this point, and we know the second point. We know the second point. With respect to point 1. How? Maybe the second point is with respect to point 1. When suppose this point 1 is 100, 100, that is your absolute coordinate. Do you understand? That means suppose here is your origin. From here 100, 100 point is this one. But for the second point, I do not know the coordinate or absolute coordinate with respect to this origin, but I know the coordinate values with respect to point 1. And say this is 100, 50 with respect to this one. That means from here, this point is 100 millimeter and y coordinate should be your 50 millimeter. Are you getting my point? What I am trying to say?
Yes, sir.
This point is clear?
Yes, sir.
So always we do not know the absolute coordinate, but sometimes we may get the dimension of the second point or other points with respect to another point. Then how to incorporate that information in your AutoCAD? Okay. So here you see arbitrarily I am selecting one point. Now I do not know the next point with respect to this origin 0, 0. Now here what I have to write? At the rate. When I am specifying at the rate, that is basically the relative coordinate system. So I am specifying the coordinate with this point. That is why I am using at the rate symbol. So at the rate 100, 50. Sorry, by mistake I put escape button. at the rate 100, comma 50. See, I have drawn one line. Can you see? From this point also, I want to draw another line, and that coordinate of the end point of that line, say 100, say it is 500, comma 200. Do you understand this thing? So when we are trying to incorporate the relative coordinate system, we want to provide the relative coordinate with respect to the existing point, then always we have to use at the rate. Though in different ways also we can draw the line. How? Suppose I know this is the point and I want to draw the second, or I want to draw one line in this direction with a distance of say 100. Simply I can write here 100. Then also the line will be drawn. So when the direction is specified, suppose this is my direction. Here also I want to draw another line of 100. In this direction I want to draw another line of 100 millimeter length. In this direction I want to draw another line of 200 millimeter length. Say here 300 millimeter length. Say here 400 millimeter length line. So are you getting my point? So in different ways you can draw one line. In our last class, we used the coordinates. Using the coordinates, we have tried to make the lines, but always that absolute coordinate value may not be available to you. Depending on the drawing, you have to use different information, you have to draw, or you have to use that information to make the lines. So you may use relative coordinate system, where when you will try to provide the information there in AutoCAD, you have to use at the rate. Also, if you know the direction, show that direction. In that direction, if you put any numeric value, that value will be treated as the length of the line. Is it clear? Can you do this? Are you doing with me or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please do it.
Sir, I guess
Check
your
whether
voice
you
is
can do it.
breaking a bit.
Probably
No, it's okay.
Okay, sir.
It's
my
okay.
voice is clear.
Yes,
Because
sir.
of
Clear.
connectivity, you may face some problem.
Something.
Probably. Here I am using our university internet. Probably the internet is good. Okay, check it. Otherwise, disconnect. Please disconnect again. Rejoin. That problem may be solved. Anyway, can you try with your computer, with your system? Are you facing any problem then?
Yes, sir.
Please let me know whether you can do it or not.
Sir,
Yes.
when I am specifying sir specific points, then it's somehow showing some 3D figure, sir.
3D figure.
Yes, sir.
You are using AutoCAD which version?
Sir, 2020.
The 3D figure should not be there. Okay, again you close it, again open it, then you try. Something you have done something wrong, probably. Otherwise, you should do it. Should I do again here?
Excuse me, sir.
No, sir, I'm trying, sir.
Yes.
Sir, the one command in which you told at the rate and then you use
At the
two
rate,
different-
basically you see, when you will, suppose you have picked one point, you have taken line command, okay, then specify first point. So you have taken this point as starting point of the line, right? Then in your command line, it will ask again, specify next point. But now you want to specify next point. Say next point is here, point 2, with respect to point 1. Are you getting my point? Then how to provide that information? Say for example, this point 2 is at a position of 100 millimeter in x direction with this point 1, and in y direction is 50 millimeter. Then what you have to write here when it will ask for the second point or specify the next point at the rate 100, 50, enter.
So sir, that is the coordinates of the second point.
Coordinate, but this coordinate is not absolute coordinate. Suppose your origin is here, somewhere here. If we try to get the coordinate from this point to this point, that coordinate should be absolute coordinate. But I am trying to specify this point, point 2, with respect to point 1. From point 1, if I measure it from this point to this point in x direction, that is 100 millimeter. In y direction, it is 50 millimeter. So this 100, 50 is not the absolute coordinate of this point 2. Do you agree with me or not?
Yes, sir.
Ankit Prasad,
Yes, sir.
do you agree with me or not? Is it okay or not?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand this thing or not?
Yes, sir. You're talking about the relative coordinate, right? With respect to the first
Yes.
point.
Yes. Because always you will not get the absolute coordinate. Suppose I am giving one drawing like this. Okay. Probably I will get the shapes from here. Yes. Like this. Okay. Now you see, suppose you have taken one starting point, point 1. You will calculate the coordinates of these 3 other points from the absolute coordinate? No. Our convenient process will be, suppose I have picked one point as starting point. If I know, say this length is 100 millimeter, this side is 50 millimeter, then easily I can draw this rectangle, and I do not require to calculate the coordinate of this point, or of this point. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now try it. Are you facing any problem? Can you do up to this?
Yes, sir. No
Sir,
problem.
if we do not put that at the rate sign, it will be absolute coordinate,
Then,
right?
yes, then it will be the absolute coordinate. Yes, what happens then? Okay, let me show. First thing is, are you facing any problem? Please let me know. Can you do this thing? Then I will answer the question
Yes, sir.
asked by Ankit. Have you done this?
Yes, sir.
Is there any problem? Please let me know. May I proceed? Please respond. May I proceed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem.
Yes, sir.
Up to this part, do you have any question or any problem?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, see, as you asked, what will happen if I do not provide that @ symbol? First thing is, I want to see the coordinates here. I cannot see the coordinates of this cursor position. For higher version in AutoCAD 2007, at this position in the status bar, is called status bar. Here you can see the coordinate of the cursor position. right?
Yes, sir.
Anybody is using AutoCAD 2007?
Yes, sir.
Deep, you are using
Yes, sir.
probably AutoCAD 2007. Can you see the coordinate of the cursor position
Yes, sir.
at the bottom left corner? Okay. Now in higher version here, I cannot see the coordinates. So here from this, you may take that cursor position or coordinate. Here you see, for my case, it is here coordinates. Can you find this tool? Here you will get coordinates. So if I tick this, now you see here this in the status bar, I can see the coordinates. Clear? Can you do this? Now I am taking one line. Suppose I have taken one point here. Now I am not using @ symbol. Okay.
Sir,
Simply,
hello.
yes.
Sir, I got disconnected due to internet issues. Can you please just repeat how to show the coordinate system once again?
Okay. So from here, you are using AutoCAD 2020 or 2021 or 2020?
Sir, the latest one, 2022.
22. So here you see right bottom corner, you will find one tool, customization tool. From there, if you click there, one left click, you will find this tools available here. So from here, the required tools you may select, coordinates should be there. You check these coordinates. Got it?
Yes, sir. Done.
So then you can see the coordinates of your cursor position at this position. This is called status bar basically. Okay. Now you see, I can see the coordinates of it. Suppose I do not want to see the coordinates here, you may freeze it. Now you see, if I click here, then I am moving the cursor, but the coordinates values are not changing. Okay. So coordinates values are made off. When I am changing the position of the cursor, this is not changing. Again, I am clicking here. Now it is on. Okay. Now I am trying to answering your question. I have taken the line command. So I have taken arbitrarily this point. Now I am not using @. Now simply I am putting 100, 50. Okay. So from this, no. One minute. Zoom, extend. $100, no. In AutoCAD 2022, it is not happening. I don't know why it is not, but it should be. It should be. I have to check this higher version. Okay. Again, I am trying. I do not know whether I will be successful or not. Specify first point. Okay. Specify next point. No. $100, say 200. No.
Sir, if we specify, if we start a line from a point and then there is showing the what should be the length,
yes,
and
it is showing
we are
that
giving the length and press tab, then the computer wants to get the angle value.
Okay, understand. But here you see when I am putting 100, 200, automatically you see @ symbol is there. Okay. That is why it is taking the relative coordinate system of this. For my case, when I am doing this thing, you see, this is the previous commands I have used. Here I have put 100, 200. Initially, you see @ symbol is there. That means already it has taken as relative coordinate system.
Yes, sir. The same thing happened when I
Yes.
just put the point back, the cursor back on the same point. It just retraced that line again.
Okay,
So
okay.
that means
So
it's
let
not
me
moving.
explore that thing because I am also using AutoCAD 22 version for the first time. Let me check from where I have to get that option. Later on, I may explain that thing, how to do this thing. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay.
automatically symbol AutoCAD takes. That is why I could not do that thing. Anyway, that is one thing. Remember one thing, when we are trying to put that absolute relative coordinate, we have to use @ symbol, and that is true when we are trying to put the polar coordinate system also. Say for example, radius value and the angle value. Okay, but in this version you see another thing may be required. Suppose here I want to take the endpoint of this line, and from there I want to draw another line. I have already drawn these two lines. Now I want to select the endpoint of this line. Okay, or endpoint of this line or midpoint of this line, and from there I want to do something. Then how to do that thing? So here in the status bar you will find different tools. If you find this one in AutoCAD 2022 or 2021, you will find from this. For the lower version like AutoCAD 2007, you will find OSNAP option. That is called object snap. What is object snap? For any object, say for example for this line, there are two object snapping points. Two means one or two endpoints and one midpoint. So when I am drawing this type of line, for that line, easily I can snap the line taking the endpoints or the midpoint. Now try to use this option. For AutoCAD 2007 version, you try to on OSNAP option, object snap or OSNAP, OSNAP, OSNAP. Click on this. Now object snap is on. OSNAP is on. Now you see I can select the endpoint. I can select this endpoint. Also, here you will find the options we require. Also, you take this midpoint. Now you see, we can see the midpoint of this line also. This part is clear. By default, Oishik, please mute. Oishik, please mute.
Sorry, sir, I didn't realize. Sorry.
Yes, understand. Now you see what I am telling. By default, these options may be on. Okay, in your computers, but try to use this thing. For any object, there should be some snapping points. Those points are called object snap or snap points. Okay. Now for object snap, say for example, I want to draw one line from the endpoint of this. If this object snap is on, and from the settings you can on the required object snapping, like say endpoint or midpoint. For this line, definitely you will get the center point. So endpoint is on. That means I can easily select the endpoint. From here, I can draw another line. Say for example, from the midpoint of this, I want to draw another line. Okay. From the midpoint of this, I want to draw another line. Also say, I know circle. I want to use or I want to draw one circle using the midpoint of this. Now, when I am using one circle, you see, circle center point should be the O snap point. Also, the quadrant here, probably you will get the quadrant of the circle. Okay, if I on this quadrant option, you see this point or this point also, there should be 4 quadrants. So from here you can do any operation. Okay, so you have to use this OSNAP carefully so that in your drawing easily you can pick a point.
Sir, can you show the OSNAP one, sir?
Yes,
Yes,
sir, quadrant one.
Sir, 2007
In 2007, at this position you will get the status bar,
sir,
right?
ওটা পেয়েছি।
OSNAP, have you got OSNAP?
Yes sir, কিন্তু অপশন গুলো পাইনি।
In OSNAP you right click.
Okay.
Now are you getting?
Yes sir.
Okay, from there you can pick the required OSNAP points. Okay, now I am deleting this thing. Suppose I have one line. Now I want to draw one circle at the midpoint of this circle of this line. Now how to pick that midpoint of this line? And for this you have to on this object snapping or OSNAP. Now this object snap may not be on, then you have to click on this, then object snapping is on, but you need to check the options you selected. Here I have selected endpoint, I may not select endpoint. Midpoint is required, that is why I have taken midpoint. Okay, so midpoint is required. So as and when you require the options, at that time only you switch on the options. Now midpoint is on. Now I want to draw the circle. Now see, I cannot select the center endpoints of this, but I can easily select or pick the midpoint of the lines. So I am selecting this thing, so you know how to draw one circle, so I have drawn it. Now say for example, from the quadrant of this circle, from this quadrant of the circle, I want to draw one line. Then from this option I will on this quadrant option, and from here I'll try to draw one line, say in this direction, right? Up to this, do you have any problem? Can you do this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now for the circle also, suppose I have drawn one circle here. Now see, when I am trying to, I have taken line command and I want to draw one line from the center point of this circle. Now I can select this quadrant point, right? 4 quadrant, but I cannot select the center point of this. Then from this OSNAP option, you need to select the center. And if you select the center, you see, now this center is highlighted, and from there you can draw any line. Understand? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Can you do this?
Sir, I cannot do that.
One by one, yes. Who could not complete?
Sir, I.
Ankit, yes. Tell me, what is your problem?
Sir,
Can you switch on the OSNAP?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then can you select the midpoint of the line to
Yes, sir,
draw one circle?
I have selected endpoint, midpoint, center, quadrant.
Okay. All the options you have selected?
Yes, sir.
Have you taken any command now?
Sir, should I take a circle?
Yes, yes.
Sir,
When you are not using any command, at that time you cannot see. To see those object snapping points, you need to
Okay.
select one command. Then only
Okay,
you
sir.
can select that thing.
Oh, got it, sir. Now, okay. Sir, it
Okay?
can be any command, line,
Yes,
circle.
yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
sir.
Any
Okay, okay. Got it, got it.
Is there any student who does not have the computer or laptop?
Sir,
Pranay. So how we are doing these things?
আমি এখন দেখে নিচ্ছি রেকর্ডিংটা, আমার ল্যাপটপ চলে আসবে, আমার অর্ডার দেওয়া আছে, আমি তখন করে নেব।
Acha, acha. Okay, no problem. Is there any other? Now, Ankit, can you do it?
Yes, sir. Done.
Deep, have you done?
Yes, sir.
Shreyas, have you done it? Shreyas Tripathi,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shovik.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. Is there any difficulty to understand this thing? Can you do this?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now you see, similarly, suppose I have two lines. One line is like this, another line is like this. Now I want to select this intersecting point, and here I want to draw, say, one circle. Then from this object snapping option, you will get intersection. Probably it should be there. This is intersection. Okay, intersection. Now I am selecting this circle. Okay, now you see easily I can select the intersecting point of these two lines, right? So depending on the drawing, you need to use this object snap option. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I am trying to show another thing. Now see, I am using one line command. So one line from here to here, another line here. Okay. Now how many lines are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So individually I need to select these 5 lines. So there are 5 separate lines. Clear? Now I will use another command to make the lines. This is called polyline or P-line. We call it P-line or polyline. P-line is the command of this polyline. Okay. So what is the description? Creates a 2D polyline. Now what happens? You see. Say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now see the difference between these two. I have made these lines using line command, but these 5 lines using polyline command. Now when I am trying to select this polyline, you see by single clicking I can select the whole lines. That means 5 segments of the lines. Okay, but here when I am using this line command, you see, okay, there are 5 separate lines. That means for this case, when I am using polyline option to make different lines, but these lines or this polyline has single entity. By clicking once, I can select the 5 lines. But here, when I have drawn these lines, 5 lines using line command, there are 5 different entities. So this is one entity. Second entity is this one. This is the third one. This is the fourth one. This is the fifth one. So this is the difference between these two commands, line command and polyline command. In polyline command, if you draw multiple numbers of lines in one go, the whole thing will be treated as single entity. By clicking once only, you can select the whole thing. This part is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, you see, now it is easy to draw one rectangle. So this is called rectangle command. In rectangle command in AutoCAD 2022, you will get rectangle, also polygon. But in AutoCAD 2007 version, this rectangle and polygon commands are different. In different toolbar, you will find it. Suppose I am taking rectangle. So this is first point, this is the second point. Here also you see, when I am using this rectangle command to make the rectangle, by single clicking the object, I can select the whole thing. But using line command also you can make it. Okay. Now say I want to draw orthogonal line or one perfect vertical or horizontal lines. How to make it? In AutoCAD 2007, you will find ortho option in the status bar. You can switch on that thing. In AutoCAD 2021, 2022, you will get this option. This is called Ortho Mode. If I click here, so Ortho Mode will be on. Now you can draw only the orthogonal lines, right? Is it clear?
Sir, which options are, please show once again.
No, ortho option. Ortho mode means you can make orthogonal lines only, orthogonal objects only, because ortho mode on means cursor will move in orthogonal direction only.
Sir, where is that option located?
Here, you see my cursor position, ortho mode. Also using pressing F8 from your keyboard, you can switch on that thing. Okay, ortho mode F8. So when you are clicking here and it is on, then suppose I am trying to draw one line, so I can draw a vertical line or horizontal line. Now my point here is, I have drawn say this rectangle, also this rectangle, but here these rectangles, for these rectangles there are 4 different lines or 4 different entities. But when I am using one rectangle command, this rectangle I have drawn using say rectangle command only, from here, or putting the rectangle command in the command line. Now this rectangle is basically has single entity. Now if it is required, sometimes it is required to break this rectangle into 4 entities. Suppose I want to delete only this side, this right hand side only. Now if I press delete, so whole component will be deleted. Understand? Because the whole thing has single entity only. But I want to delete this single line only. Then how to do that thing? In AutoCAD, you will find another command for this. We call it explore command. Here it is. No, it is not in, it should be in modify. To find explore, edit, no. Okay. 1 minute. Show menu bar. From modify, you will find explore. Here you, at the end of this, you will find explore. Okay. Take this thing. In the command line, you follow it. Select objects. I am trying to select this one. So select objects, one found. So one object is selected. If it is okay, then press enter. Okay. Now you see I can select individual lines. Now this rectangle has 4 entities. This part is clear?
Where did you find the explore comment?
Yes?
I can't get it.
Why did you find the explore comment?
Okay. 1 minute, I am showing it. Okay. It should be here. You find, probably, I do not know. Actually, I also find from here. If you do not get from here, trim. This one is explore. Okay, this one is explore. Also, from the main toolbar under modify, you will find the explore command. Okay. So how to bring that main toolbar?
Okay,
Do you
sir.
know?
No, sir, it is not showing actually. File.
No,
The
from
home bar,
here.
home inside bar is showing.
No. Okay, you click here. Okay, you click here. Here you will find show menu bar. Okay, so from here you may take that menu bar here in your window.
Yes,
Got it?
sir. Yes, sir. Now got it, sir.
Okay, so all the modify tools are here. Also, some tools, the main tools, you will find all the tools here also. So this is called explore. So what is the function, or how we can use this explore command? So suppose we have made one rectangle using rectangle command, then that rectangle should have single entity or one entity only. But if we want to access or delete or edit one side of that rectangle, then we need to explore first, and we need to convert that single entity to 4 individual entities. Then only we can do it. Understand? So now this rectangle has 4 entities. Now I can delete one line. There is no problem. Up to this, do you have any question? Can you do this up to this? Have you done?
Sir. Yes,
Sir,
sir.
it's not working.
Which one?
Sir, the explode command. Once again, sir, can you show?
Okay, sorry. So I am using rectangle command to make one rectangle. Okay, so here rectangle specify first corner point, specify other corner point. So I am using the default option to make the rectangle. Okay, now this rectangle has single entity. By clicking once, I can select the whole thing. Now I want to delete, say, this top side. So if I select this thing, if I try to select the top line, the whole rectangle will be selected. And if I press delete, or if I use the command erase, the whole thing will be erased. But I do not want that thing. Then if I try to delete this thing, we need to apply first this explore command. You now see the description of this explore command is breaks a compound object into its component object. So this rectangle has 4 lines together. So that is basically one compound object. Now when this rectangle has 4 different lines or individual line segments, then it has basically one simple objects where we have 4 different entities. So here I will use this explore command. I'll take this explore command. So I'll select this thing. Already it is selected. Okay, again I am going back. Okay, now you see this one. Take this export command, select objects, one found, press enter. Now you will get 4 different lines. Now it is clear. Can you do this?
Sir, 2007
Follow?
বলছি অর্থ অপশনটা কাজ করছে না কেন?
করবে বাবা, অর্থকে ওখানে ক্লিক করেছো,
হ্যাঁ
that should be on, then only you can use that.
হ্যাঁ অন হচ্ছে কিন্তু হচ্ছে না, কাজ হচ্ছে না।
আচ্ছা আমি দেখে নিচ্ছি, নাহলে তুমি শেয়ার করো, আমি তোমাকে দেখিয়ে দিচ্ছি। ওকে, সো আপ টু দিস ডু ইউ হ্যাভ এনি প্রবলেম?
Yes, sir. Sir, when I'm selecting explode, then it is selecting whole rectangle, sir, not
Yes,
any
it
part.
should be. It should be. After taking the explore, you need to press enter. Then only that explore command will be executed. After that only you can select individual line. Understand? You take explore command, select the object, press enter, then that explore command will be executed. After that only you can select individual line from that rectangle. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Actually, I was not pressing enter. That's
Yes,
why.
yes, that is why.
Sir, can you please show again how to draw the rectangle? I was not there, I think.
Okay,
How to
okay,
use the
1
command.
minute. See, always you follow the command line. So from where you will get rectangle command. So from here you will get rectangle command. Also from draw toolbar you will get rectangle command. It should be this one rectangle command. Okay. Now here you see specify first corner point. Say this is my first corner point. Now it is asking for specify other corner point. Say this is my second corner point here. Okay. So this is my rectangle. I can draw the rectangle using line command also, but here I have used only rectangle command. Now for this rectangle command, if I try to access individual line, then I need to apply first this explore command. So this is called explore command. Take this command, select the object. When the object is selected, you will find here select objects one found. Do you want to incorporate any other object there? If the answer is no, then press enter. Now you see individual lines can be selected. Have you got it now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Now is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Up to this, can you do?
Yes, sir.
Any
Yes, sir.
question, any query, any problem from anyone, please let me know. No question?
No, sir.